record on this computer.
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी
हो गया.
So now you can start.
So Sandy, Zari, Jed, Eken, and all guys, we are going to start. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay. So first of all, I give a 1 and 2 minute to my introduction, right? Then we start. So
Yes, we are ready.
I'm Sunil Sharma from India. I'm a technical guy, and I have almost 15 to 16-year experience in this network industry,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Good.
Yeah. So in that case, I have work on as a corporate trainer, as a a technical, as a network engineer. So many profile I have used in my life, right? So in that case, we learn so many technical things. Like I'm expert in routing switching, right? So I have designed so many data center and implement so many data center. And I'm expert in security, right? In case of security, I have used so many vendors like Cisco, Checkpoint, Juniper, Palo Alto, Fortinet, right? These are security things.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, you can say I have worked on multiple technologies, but my specialty in routing and switching plus security.
Okay.
Right now, I'm a network consultant or associate consultant in HCL. HCL India. I'm working as a associate consultant.
Great.
So that is my brief introduction is that. So we are going to start our CCNA. So CCNA is just a basic of networking, but it's very essential when you want to go into the networking field.
It's the
Right.
basic network. Yes.
Yeah, that's a very basic thing, but it's a fundamental. You're a base of the networking field. If you able to understand a CCNA, now you come into the networking. So all further CCNA like CCNP, CCI, or after you are going to do a job. So a CCNA is a very essential part of your networking life. Not networking life. That is a very important thing.
Jad.
So CCNA. So we start the CCNA. So I am going to share my screen.
स्क्रीन पे किसी ने मार्क कर दिया है.
عسل الموز.
So guys, you are able to see my screen?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So I'm on the paint. Here we, write down and making a diagram. So easily you are able to understand what I want to, teach you.
Yep.
Okay. So CCNA is a very basic certification from the Cisco. And it's very popular and it's very important. And in CCNA, we will cover a basic networking part like subnetting, TCP/IP model, OSI model.
सर ये बीच में देखिए किसी ने मार्क कर दिया है.
ये कैसे हो रहा है?
ये इनमें से किसी ने कर दिया है. क्या कीजिएगा? कभी कभी ऐसा होता है. उसमें एक रिमूव करके एक ऑप्शन नीचे में देखिएगा, पार्टिसिपेंट है ना नीचे में. उसी में एक पेन करके हो गया. पेन करके पेन वहां दिख रही है आपको?
एक सेकंड. कहाँ पे?
देखिए पार्टिसिपेंट जहां ऑप्शन आ रहा है ना, पार्टिसिपेंट जहां पे ऑप्शन आ रहा है नीचे में देखिएगा. तो वहां पे एक पेन होगा, जिस पर क्लिक करेंगे तो एक एप्लेट खुलेगा. देयर इज अ पेन. पेन है? पेन है सर?
नहीं, पेन वेन नहीं है.
आप थोड़ा कर्सर को नीचे लेके आएंगे ना यूं, तो देखिए वहां पे पेन ऑप्शन आएगा.
दिखती है तो देखो आप.
नहीं, मेरे पास आपकी स्क्रीन, आप होस्ट हो ना?
हाँ तो मैंने शेयर कर दी ना स्क्रीन. तो
सर आपने आप वो मुझे नहीं दिखता सर जो वहां पे है.
अच्छा
हाँ, वो नीचे आपका जो पार्टिसिपेंट का जो ऑप्शन आ रहा ना,
2 मिनट रुक जाओ,
ये वैसे करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है।
बारह भी नहीं होगा। ये किसने कर दिया, ये पेंट का स्क्रीन?
यही यही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ सर।
हाँ,
वो जो ऑप्शन है ना आपका नीचे में, जो पार्टिसिपेंट करके एक ऑप्शन आ रहा है ना वहाँ पे, रिकॉर्डिंग जैसे रिकॉर्डिंग क्लिक किया था आपने,
हाँ अच्छा,
वहीं पे एक पेन का ऑप्शन है, पेन का। पेन पे क्लिक करेंगे तो ऊपर में एक छोटा सा और एपेट खुल जाएगा, वहाँ पे एक इरेजर करके होगा ऑप्शन, उससे इरेज कीजिए इसको।
सो डिसेबल पार्टी नहीं, आई डोंट सी द पेन ऑप्शन ओवर हियर।
तो आप एक काम कीजिए, मुझे होस्ट बनाइए एक बार।
यार तो कैसे यार,
मेरा जो नाम आ रहा है ना ऊपर पे,
एक सेकंड।
हाँ,
ठीक है भैया।
यस यस यस, ठीक है, उस सारे को हटा दीजिए, यस। और फिर से जो ऊपर में जो ऑप्शन है उसको, उस पे क्रॉस पे क्लिक कर दीजिए। ठीक है जी, नाउ यू कैन स्टार्ट।
So guys, we are come on here. So whenever we discuss regarding CCNA, so very first part come to our mind, that is known as a network. So network is what? Network is a collection of multiple or
Devices.
different devices, right? Why
Yes.
they connect are different devices in the network? Because when we want to share the data or information to each other, that's why we make the network. So network definition is, network is a collection of multiple devices. They are connected to each other. They are connected to each other for share common resources. So networking is a collection of multiple devices. They are connected to each other for access common shareable resources like printer, servers, internet, etc. So these information I want to share to each other. That's why we make the network. So network is a very important thing today. Without network, we are not able to communicate.
Exactly.
Yeah. So network. So whenever we want to make a network, so what thing we require? In case of hardware, we require the devices. In case of software, we require the operating system, right? And we
Yeah.
require the protocol. And we require the more devices. Like I want to communicate these two PCs.
वो क्रॉस को हटाइए पहले। यस, ठीक है, हो गया, ठीक है।
हाँ मैं जा रहा हूँ। So now guys, these two PCs want to communicate to each other. That is my PC1 and that is my PC2. So maybe they are located in the same location or same premises. So here we use the first method, we put the cable in between. Another method, we are using a wireless communication like access point. So here we have a two method to connect our PCs in the network. First wired network and wireless network. So in wired network, here we require the copper cable or fiber cable. There we want to connect each other. Second, physical connectivity. And second, we have a access point. I mean to say wireless method that provide me a wireless device. That wireless device provide me a wireless connection. Like you can say the Wi-Fi connection. or in that case you must require a wireless LAN card in your PCs, right? So
Yep.
that is a physical communication. But here are all communication means data transferring, sending and receiving. That is a part of the logical communication. So the logical communication means here we must require the protocol. Without protocol, we are not able to communicate in the network. Physically, you have to connect it, your PCs, your devices. It's okay. But logical communication without protocol is not possible. So protocol is a very important thing. Right, guys? Protocol is very important thing. So anybody can explain me protocol?
TCP/IP.
No. I need the definition about the protocol. TCP/IP is a different.
Protocol is a set of instruction.
So how can understand what kind of set of instructions?
Which can understand all the PCs and devices.
Anybody? So guys, protocol just a mediator. Very simple language you able to understand. A definition. A protocol just a mediator. That mediator able to carry and receive your information in the network.
Yeah.
Right. In that case, I want to access the Google. Let's example. I want to access the Google. So I want to send the request to the Google. So my request carry with the help of protocol, right? And Google send me a reply back. So protocol send me request to me. So it means a protocol is a very essential part. So protocol is a mediator. It is able to carry the information. In fact, you can say send and receive the information in the network. Right? So
Yeah.
in network, we must require the communication. So when we require the communication in the network, so here we require the protocol, not even protocol. We must require the network communication protocol. So here network communication protocol means that protocol able to provide me a communication. So communication means I will able to send the request and I am able to receive the reply. That is known as a communication. Right?
Right.
So communication, so what kind of communication we require? Sir, here we require the network communication. So in that case of network communication, here we require the network communication protocol. So the network communication protocol known as a TCP/IP protocol. So TCP/IP not just a protocol, it is a network communication protocol. Keep in your mind always TCP/IP protocol, that is a network communication protocol.
Exactly.
That is able to provide communication in the network. It means a user send the request and get the reply. So all this occurred with the help of protocol. Not even protocol, with network communication protocol. That is known as a TCP/IP protocol. Right? Good. So TCP/IP protocol also known as a protocol suite.
Protocol what?
Protocol suite, SUITE. Suite. So that word is very specific in TCP/IP. In case of TCP/IP, so protocol suite means it is a collection of multiple protocol, and those protocol having a different roles. Like some guys require the website, they want to open the website. Some guys want to do the chatting. Some guys want to send and receive the email. Some guys want to send and receive file and folders. I mean to say send and receive files. Some guys want to do a video chatting. So each and every request depend on different protocols,
Protocol.
right? So TCP/IP is a collection of multiple protocols,
Mm-hmm.
right? So TCP/IP having a two type of protocol. These are a two type of protocol in TCP/IP.
Yeah.
Just a minute, I'm here writing over here. Then you able to understand easily.
Which one for me?
This one.
Bring plate, separate plate for me, please. Yes. ما فيش كده هاي، ما فيش كده، جيبي لي صحن. احسن.
So see, a TCP/IP is a network communication protocol, and TCP/IP is a protocol suite. These are 2 points is very important. So can you please guys, you are able to understand my language or me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So TCP/IP having a two part of protocol. I mean to say, you can say divide into a two part: core protocol and service protocol.
Core protocol and service protocol. Yeah.
Yeah. These are two type of two part of the TCP/IP. So a core protocol technically able to provide the communication,
Mm-hmm.
and service protocol related to a specific service. Like core protocol able to provide the communication. It means a core protocol able to carry your information from source to destination.
Mm-hmm.
And the core protocol carry which information? A source protocol carry a particular service protocol information.
Mm-hmm.
A core protocol able to provide the communication, able to carry a service protocol information. And service protocol define the particular service or define the particular information. So service protocol never carry the information.
Just provide.
Yeah. They just identify the information. Service protocol just identify the information. They are never carry the information from source to destination.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we, generate the request from our PC, so your service protocol identify what service you required, right? Then service protocol make us service packets. Then those service packet hand over to core protocol. Now core protocol carry the information.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. A service protocol define the specific service. What service you are going to use or you want to use. And core protocol carry your information. I mean to say carry a service protocol information.
Okay.
Right. So core protocol, who is the core protocol? Anybody?
Core
Provide-
protocol is
Provide the communication.
Right.
provide
Provide the communication.
source to destination.
Provide the communication from source to destination. Right. Or even you simply you say a core protocol able to carry a service information.
Carry up service information.
Right. Jed,
Yes.
Let's example, you want to open the Google, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you type the google.com, simple, or enter on
Yes.
the web browser. So web browser using a, you are using a web service. So web service using a HTTP or HTTPS protocol, right?
Yes. It's the protocol. Yes.
Right. So in that case, these are a service protocol. You are you are using a web services,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
that is your information.
Yes.
So service protocol generate your information.
Mm-hmm.
Ki Jet want to go to the Google, right?
Yes.
So this service information after generated hand over to a core protocol,
Okay.
right? Now the
Right.
core protocol is responsible to carry this your information from source to destination,
Yeah. From Google to
Ravi,
my desktop.
right? From your desktop to Google, Google to desktop.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that is the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Got it. Yes.
yeah, good, good. So here our core protocol is TCP.
Mm-hmm.
They're very interesting. UDP, IP, ICMP, and ARP. These are 5 core protocol.
ARP or request. Yes.
ARP, address resolution protocol. So
TCP, UDP, IP.
IP, ICMP, ARP. These are a core protocol. These protocol are used to provide a communication.
Mm-hmm.
Or technically, first 3 protocol are used to provide the communication. First, second, and fourth. Always use provide the communication. And one ICMP protocol are used to troubleshooting for the troubleshooting purpose. I'll explain this.
ARP. Yes.
Yeah, I'll explain this. First, second, third, and fourth always use for provide the communication.
Okay.
Repeat, first, second, third, and fifth. Not fourth, sorry. Fifth. Always provide the communication. And ICMP always use for troubleshooting purpose.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh.
And service protocol, you all knows. So guys, these are a common service protocol that always use in the network.
Okay.
Right? So core protocol and service protocol. So core protocol able to carry the information. What information? Sir, service protocol information. And service protocol identify the service.
Yeah.
Let's say example, I want to access the website. So you know all HTTP and HTTPS are used to access the websites. FTP are used to upload and download the file. SMTP basically, send and receive emails. right? Telnet SSH basically used
Yes.
for port management,
Port management. Yeah.
right? Remote management, right?
Mm.
DNS are used to resolve the name to IP,
Yes.
and DHCP provide the automatic IP to the clients.
Yeah.
In fact, you can say provide a dynamic IP address, right?
Mm.
And
Yes.
SFTP provide the secure upload and download the files.
SFTP.
SFTP, secure file transfer protocol.
Mm. Mm.
So that is another version of FTP.
Yeah.
FTP is not provide the security.
Not security.
That is only provide the upload and download the file in
Mm.
clear text format. So anybody can see and hack the information. That's why our industry use the SFTP protocol in general today. So SFTP protocol provides.
Sorry, what do you use FTP for?
Yeah.
What do you use FTP for?
Sorry, again repeat please, sir. Repeat your question, please.
I think he's asking about SFTP.
Okay. Secure File Transfer Protocol. That is the full form of the SFTP. Secure File Transfer Protocol. That is able to provide secure upload and download the file. It is a similar to FTP, but difference between FTP, it is an FTP, not a secure protocol.
Yeah.
And SFTP provides the security during the upload and download the file. Right? That is a FTP.
Yes.
Yeah, you are getting my point. That guy asking that question. Even you can ask the question, sir. Anybody can ask the question regarding this lecture.
Sir, SFTP is encrypted form?
Yes, encrypted. There, that is use the MD5 या SHA protocol to do the encryption of the information.
And sir, POP is for receiving email?
We are come on the POP. Just we are discussing first SFTP, right?
All right.
Come on. So clear SFTP, guys. Secure File Transfer Protocol, that is similar to FTP, but only difference in between FTP provide the information in plain text.
Secure.
Right, and SFTP provide the information in encrypted, in secure manner. Now let's come on a POP, Post Office Protocol. That is download the message in your desktop, in your PC from the inbox. That's why we're using a POP protocol. So after POP protocol, we are able to read our message or email as a offline. So POP protocol. And IMAP also work like as a POP protocol, but that should be in a online process.
So POP is offline. You can read offline.
Yes. Once you download your mails, after you disconnect from the mail server or internet, easily you are able to read your messages. IMAP sync your messages or emails in online from your PC to mailbox. So POP and IMAP basically for download the emails, but POP work in offline and IMAP always used with the online. RTP, real-time protocol. That protocol basically used in a voice communication.
RTP.
Yeah, real-time protocol. So RTP basically used for the voice communication and video communication. Right now we are going to chatting or we are talking to each other on online. So with the help of RTP protocol, even you are sharing your video, right?
Yep.
So with the help of RTP protocol, so RTP is a only used in the voice communication. Or very, this is an interesting part. Only this protocol used in the voice and video communication. No other than.
Only RTP.
Only RTP protocol used in the voice and video communication.
Mm-hmm.
No other protocol. That is a specialty for voice and video.
Uh-huh.
Right? Now, NTP protocol, network time protocol. So that protocol basically used for sync the time information.
Yep.
So let's say example, our organization required the time on devices. Let's say they have thousands of PC, routers, switch, firewall, so many devices in their organization. Require the adjust the same time on the all devices. So when they require the same time on the all devices, so here they are required the NTP protocol. So the NTP protocol basically sync the time and date information,
Yes.
right? So this protocol only for time syncing, right?
Mm.
Clear? So these are our service protocols.
Sorry, SMTP is for also for email protocol.
No, SMTP protocol not used to upload and download the mail.
Oh, okay. And
They can SMTP protocol used to send and receive the emails.
send receive.
Right. Send and receive the email. Let's say example, I want to send you a mail. So SMTP come into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to send me a reply back. Same. Again, SMTP comes into the picture.
Okay. And IMAP is online
Syncing
online syncing.
with your PC and mailbox.
Okay.
And Jed, you
What
know
about what about DHCP? What about DHCP? DHCP.
Yeah, DSCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So DSCP protocol provide the dynamic IP to the systems. So do you know the IP address? So we can configure a IP address in our PC for two types: static IP configuration or dynamic IP configuration. Right? In case of static, we can configure IP address as a manually on the PC. Right? We open the application, there we put the IP address, subnet marks, default gateway, DNS, these are blah blah things. But in case of DSCP, a DSCP provide the automatic or dynamic IP configuration to the clients. Because a IP address will become on the another part. A IP address is a very essential thing in the network. Hello? Are you guys there?
Yes.
Yeah, together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So,
Sir, I have a question.
sir, please.
For chatting, which protocol is used?
Chatting, RTP
Yes.
protocol,
RTP.
voice
What
chatting
you
and video chatting.
text chatting?
Video and voice chatting, we are using a RTP protocol, real-time protocol.
Okay. So it's include chat also. Means text.
Text chat come into the SMTP.
Okay.
Jihad, what is on?
Guys, please ask your questions, your doubts.
Yes, clear.
This is your session. This is your class. This is an open session.
Yep.
So these are a service protocol. So I think you are able to understand, or you know that TCP/IP is a network communication protocol, very important and essential part of the networking. Because TCP/IP protocol is a very essential thing or protocol in the networking field. Without TCP/IP, networking is
No
died.
network. Yes.
No network, like Corona.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
So a TCP/IP having a two portions, like core protocol and service protocol.
Service protocol.
A core protocol responsible to
Carrying information.
from source to destination.
Yeah.
Technically, we say that is provide the network communication. And service protocol basically not carry the information or not send and receive the information. They are just generate
Provide
the
services.
information.
Yeah.
Or even you can say 2 points. First point, identify the service and generate the service information. Identify the service information and generate the service information. That is only responsibility of service protocol. So let's an example. This PC want to access something from this PC, right? So we make this PC as a web server. So my PC2 is a web server. Let's an example, right? And and this PC IP, let's say example, this one. And this PC this is my client. So see guys, whenever I want to make the web server, so here we are using these two service protocol, HTTP or HTTPS.
Yes.
So after become a web server, or sometimes this web server also known as a HTTP and HTTPS server. You can say that. Am I right?
Yeah.
So web server, or even you can say HTTP server, or even you can say HTTPS server, right? So web server. So web server contained or having a information regarding the websites. Right. That is a very simple thing.
Right.
So web server contains the website information. Web server contains the website information. Very simple. And a client want to access the website. So whenever client access the website or web servers, so always it will generate the request with the help of HTTP and HTTPS. Without these, we are not able to open the website. Correct?
Sure.
So it means first you define your request in your PC. It means you first define, sir, I want to go to the or access the web server. It means I want to access the website. It means I want to access the HTTP and HTTPS server. Right? So the client first initiate the request. So initiate request means it define, I want to access this service. I need this service. So PC1 is a client. A PC1 client first generate the request. That request means I want to access the website. That's a very in general. But technically, he want to access the HTTP and HTTPS service. Right? So these two services basically used to access the web information. So first they generate the website, information like I want to go to the Google. So www.google.com. So whenever we try to access the google.com, we type like on the web browser. When after type the information, press the enter on the web browser. So now my web browser, this information give to the TCP/IP protocol. So now the TCP/IP protocol see that, oh, the client want to access the HTTP or HTTPS, means they want to access the web service, means your PC define the service first, right? And that service, that information, very simple, very simple. So this information encapsulate into the packet. So this information come into the packet, and this packet technically known as a HTTP and HTTPS packet. So that is the very first information. It means very first information means service information encapsulate into the packet, and that packet known as a HTTP and HTTPS packet. If I using a SMTP protocol, so automatically your PC generate the SMTP packet. If I want to access the FTP, so your PC will generate the FTP packet. This packet not having a source and destination information. This packet having only your URL or your service information.
So Jad. Yeah. So this packet having only a information, that information you want to access in the network. So technically this packet also known as a service packet. Service packet.
Yeah, that packet contains the service information. What service you want to require, you want to access in the network. It's a very simple. I am not going to in a OSI model. I am not going into the TCP/IP model. We just discussing it in a general manner, very simple manner.
Okay.
Then you are able to understand the network flow, how a packet is generated, packet contains the what information, right? Who generate the packet? Who generates the packet? Your TCP/IP protocol generates the packet. Because a TCP/IP protocol is your protocol suite. It's a software program. It is an application program. That application program generates the packet and carry the packet. Very simple. Now, so after send your request, means your generate your request, not send. So your all information comes into the service packet. What service you require, automatically your PC will generate that service packet. And that service packet contains only service information, that service you want to access in the network.
Okay, exactly.
Now, after another thing. So after generate the service packet, right? Now, what next things will come? See, after generate the packet, now
the frame
require the address information. What information? Address information, source and destination information.
So source and destination information related to the first service information. It means which this service generate on which source and this service going to which destination, right? So every service protocol having a unique identification number. That number identifies service into the network or understand by the TCP/IP protocol. So service protocol having a unique identification number. That unique identification number are used to identify the service in the network communication, because the HTTP protocol is not a protocol. Technically, that is for our information. Behind the HTTP protocol or TCP protocol, understand the number of this protocol. That is a roll number of this protocol. Hey, HTTP request come into the network means 80 requests come into the network.
Okay.
Like FTP request come into the network, 21 number port comes into the network. Because HTTP or HTTPS, FTP, these names, you know, identification for general people like us. But a TCP is a technical protocol, technical thing, right? It is a electronical thing. It's a a binary things. So in binary things, here we require the numbers. So can we, binary of HTTP? Is it possible? Can we do the binary of HTTPS? Can we do the binary of FTP? Not possible.
No, on the IP.
Right. So, sir, we can binary information, I mean to say convert into the binary. A number can convert into the binary. Right?
Number can be converted.
Convert into the binary. Name, a text or name never convert into the binary. Only a number.
Only numbers.
Figures.
Yes.
Right? Can convert into the binary. Only these things convert into the binary. So a request from source to destination, a request come, I mean to say send and receive through the binary. Right? Everybody knows all information in the network going in a digital format, in a binary format. So that's why all service protocols having a number. That number identified by the TCP/IP protocol. Oh, HTTP request come into the network means 80 port request come into the network. Telnet request come into the network means 23 port comes request come into the network. SSH request come into the network, 22 port numbers come into the network. Right? So these are things. So a service protocol having a number. So that number known as a service identification number, also known as a port number. So port number is a service identification number that is able to identify service in the network by the TCP/IP protocol, not by us. We are not related to the number in general. We are related to the name. HTTP, oh, able to access the website. FTP, oh, able to access the, upload and download the folder. I mean to say files. But TCP/IP protocol identify the service on the basis of number, not on the basis of name. So that's why a port number required in the network. What service you want to access in the network? How TCP/IP understand or recognize the service? So TCP/IP protocol able to understand and recognize the service on the basis of port number.
So all service protocol having a port number, that port number identify the service by the TCP/IP protocol.
Mhm.
That is very important thing.
Great.
And service, I mean to say, a port number is two type. Or very important, a port number is a logical number.
Logical number.
Right, logical. So logical number means they are editable, they are changeable if we require. So let's come on the port number. So here we have a two type of port number. First, well known port number and dynamic port number.
Mean.
Yeah, I'll explain. Just a minute.
Okay.
Let me write down. So well-known port number always on server side.
Nishad.
Well-known port number always be on server side.
Nishad.
Well-known port number always be on server side. That is a range of well-known port from 0 to 1023. And well-known protocol, these are a predefined port number. Well-known means everybody knows. 80 port number, sir, HTTP. 21 port number, sir, FTP. Sir, 25 port number, sir, SMTP. 110 port number, sir, that is a port number, POP. Right? Sir, 66, 67 port number related to DSCP. Sir, 53 port number related to DNS. Right?
Yep.
That is a very simple thing. So well-known means everybody knows those number. That's why they are always come on the server side. And these are a predefined number by the IT industry. Right? So port number, these are a two type, well-known port and dynamic port. Well-known port related to server side, they are predefined number. And those number knows by all guys, those related to networking field. And they are all they are always belongs to the server side. And dynamic port number is a random port number, and they are always belongs to a client side. So well-known and dynamic port number. So well-known port number always on server side. A dynamic port number always on client side.
Please, I have a question.
Sir, go ahead.
Yeah, how do you differentiate between well-known port number and dynamic? How do you recognize them on a network?
Right. So see, listen carefully.
I write here a port number. Guys, you know what port number?
The service number.
Yes.
Yeah, 443. So this port number related to which protocol?
HTTPS.
So how can you recognize this port number? That's why this is a well known.
Yes, sir.
Means everybody knows. It's a predefined.
Okay.
Right? And dynamic port number is a random number. It is generated by automatically. Nobody knows.
Okay.
Right? Just give me a minute, huh?
Okay. All right, sir. All right, sir.
Wait, please wait.
Okay, you can continue, sir.
No, Mr. Sunil is talking to someone. Please wait for some time.
You can continue, sir.
No, Mr. Sunil is talking with someone, so please wait for some time.
Hello.
Yes. Please wait, brother. Actually, Mr. Sunil is talking to someone. So wait for some time. He is just coming. Are you listening me?
Yes, yes. We are with you, sir.
Yeah. Please wait for some time.
Hey guys, I'm back. All guys is there?
All right, welcome. All right, welcome. We are here with you.
So, any questions?
No.
So, dynamic port related
No
to
questions, sir.
they are generated by randomly or even generated by automatically, and their range would be that is a range of client side port. Right. So whenever we send a request, I want to say I want to access anything in the network. So without port number, your request or your service will not able to work. So all services or requests related to the port number, because a port number specifically identifies the service. Oh, this client want to access this service, right? That is the way. Clear, guys? Till here?
Yeah.
So guys, now the question session is there, and your doubt session, or maybe you want to ask anything, because we stop here. Today we stop here.
All right.
So even
Then,
you can ask your questions one by one.
Okay, I want to ask that, since this video is recorded, can we still have access to this video so that we can go through it again?
Okay. So do you require this video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll provide you.
so there will be many sessions, or how will continue, or what?
Jed, after the because that is just a demo class, right?
Yeah.
Or even you can say just an introductory class.
Okay.
Right? Just
Okay.
a very simple, and that's a very a basic class.
Okay.
Because we want to become a very good technical guy, right? So we go into a deep and deep and deep.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise,
Then,
everybody knows the TCP/IP protocol. TCP/IP is the protocol, but how our TCP/IPs work? That is an important thing. Because of being a technical guy, being a network engineer, we know the process.
okay.
We will know the important or essential thing, core part. Right or wrong, Jed?
Yeah, of course. Yes. You need to go deep, more deep.
Yeah.
This is the question. This is the question. So there will be any continuous classes, or what?
Yeah, we will continue after some time, because first, did you have the admission on the TechCat?
Oh, we need to make admission on the TechCat.
Yeah, first you take the admission on the TechCat, then we schedule the classes.
Okay.
Then we continue the classes. So TechCat, you contact to Mr. Fateh Haider, right? He's the owner of the TechCat.
Okay.
Right. So
with whom? Sorry, who is the owner?
Fateh Haider.
Fateh Haider. Okay.
He's a very good guy. He's a genuine guy. So you can contact to TechCat. A TechCat, provide you a fees information and all kind of detail you require.
Okay. And the classes, so we'll go in deep classes, as CCNA course.
Yeah. So first we are go to the CCNA classes. Some guys for CCNP routing switching, some guys in our CCNP security, right?
And if I
Palo Alto.
And if I got admit on TechCat, so I will take the complete course of CCNA, not summarized.
No. Complete course.
From A to Z.
From A to Z.
Okay.
Not a summarize.
Not a summary.
My lecture is
Yeah,
not
you will go to as the
never be a summarize.
OSI layer, TCP/IP layers, and subnetting, and all this stuff, everything.
Like
Cover everything.
OSI model, TCP/IP model, IP addressing, subnetting, routing,
Yeah, I want to ask.
routing protocols, everything.
And you will be the instructor as well, or
Will
someone
there
else?
be any?
Yeah, me as an instructor.
Okay.
Okay, will there be any certificate issued after the course?
Yeah, a TechEd issues a certificate. This guy completes a CCNA from here, from this duration.
So exam will be online as well.
Yes.
And this
So the certification,
this is from
will the certification carry CCNA from Cisco or from your organization?
No. See, my organization provide you a training certificate, right?
Okay,
as a training.
certificate of
Okay.
completion.
Training certificate. This guy complete the CCNA training from here,
Okay.
right? And CCNA certificate you log to the CCNA.
Okay.
Yeah. How will make the exam from the same website or from another?
Prometic Center, Pearson View website.
Okay. Can you share information again, please, on WhatsApp?
Will provide you all detail. Means TechEd provide you everything like exam detail, course detail, fees detail.
Okay.
All right.
Anything asked? Anybody? Any question?
Nothing for now.
Okay.
That's it now. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Port number 021023. All port are already assigned to all the services.
Yes, already predefined.
Yes, so predefined. So all the already occupied or any vacant in the range of 021023.
Yeah, that's a good question because in the TCP/IP RFC, right?
Yes.
RFC document, they reserve some port numbers for future purpose.
Okay, sir.
Right. So if you require that kind of information, go to the RFC of TCP/IP. So the TCP/IP RFC define all information.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
And one more thing, sir. As a CCNA, the service protocol, I have to remember the port number. So mainly, how much services port number I have to remember?
Only
for interview purpose or for other things?
Those services are written on the screen. That is a common protocol.
So that only I have to remember.
Remember only
and port number.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Just one question. This is the certification is it's certified in all countries.
That's a global certification.
Global certification.
Yeah. So valid throughout the world.
It's approved in global country.
Yeah, global. It means approved throughout the world. It's a valid throughout the world, anywhere.
Yeah, you know now the situation with the online exams or online studies. Not all the countries approve this one. So
I don't know that thing because every country having their own norms. So Jed, maybe you are belongs to which country?
Currently resident in Qatar.
Okay. So there you will search your Prometic Center.
Yeah, actually, yes, we have here center, but now currently all everything is closed now due to the.
Okay, due to the Corona.
Yeah, exactly.
So after Corona, you will be able to give the exam.
Exactly.
In the meantime, you study the CCNA.
Yeah, we'll study, and then after that, we'll make it I prefer to make it in the center, local center, not online. So because of the country here, yeah.
Okay.
We will see. We'll look into TACAT and we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
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 Yeah. Thank you,
all guys.
Thank you very much
For your cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you.
सेव कर दीजिएगा. एंड मीटिंग पे क्लिक करेंगे तो सेव हो जाएगा.
Stop recording.
हाँ, यहाँ रिकॉर्डिंग. यस.